are watching Kids Wanna Know. With sincere. You are watching Kids Wanna Know. With sincere. You are watching Kids Wanna Know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is a lot of information.
Kids want to know, man.
Yo.
Welcome to Kids Wanna Know, the show where kids rule. Give a round of applause to our host, Sincere.
Hey, I'm Sincere from Kids Want to Know, the show Kids Rule, and we're back with another great interview. This time, we got a poetic artist. She gonna tell y'all what we about to do. Give it up for Savannah Hannah, everyone. Okay. Oh.
Chill.
You know,
It just came out my bad.
you dancing, your energy. I don't know. I just have to ask this question. Where are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh
Oh, man. Goodness. These Bronx girls, man. No. Where are you from? Because I just picked up your vibe just now. You ain't really...
From my reaction, you should already tell that.
You're from
Brooklyn.
Oh, no. Not Brooklyn. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we like rivals, but for right now, we'll be cool, though. We'll be cool.
I'll let it slide. Yo, listen. Comment down below if you jack in the Bronx or Brooklyn. You can jack anywhere else, but you already know.
I'll let you have it.
But seriously, a serious question I have is, where did the name Savannah Hannah come from?
So, Savannah Hannah, I acquired that name through just, people playing with the Savannah Hannah banana type of thing. Savannah is my gov. That's my government. I'm letting y'all have that. Hannah kind of, it fit. That was what I liked the most. Because Savannah banana was like, that didn't really eat. But Savannah Hannah is like, oh, potential right there.
You didn't want to be a fruit.
Yeah, I didn't want to be Savannah banana. I'm not a fruit. Yeah.
How they say it? Demure?
It wasn't demure. Demure. It wasn't demure. Okay, so I didn't keep that. I had to let that one fly. But Savannah Hannah, that roll off the tongue easy, right?
Yeah, Savannah Hannah.
Okay.
I like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love her though. Yeah.
Jim will say. But seriously though, like, you say you're from the Bronx. How was it like growing up there? Like,
the Bronx is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm from, technically it's known as Parkchester 6th Line. It was great. It was a little tough, but it really molded you into the person. Like, it molded me into the person that I am today, for sure. I know you guys hear the Bronx tales, and I'm here to tell you that those tales are true.
Oh.
They are, and it made me who I am today. So, I love it.
Brooklyn's still on top.
I'll let you have that. But we all know.
The only thing I'll give y'all is this man, to be honest.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
And that is true. The Bronx definitely has the best Spanish food. Because I came to Brooklyn and, y'all have everything. But the Spanish food, I would say, a little work is definitely needed to be done. Yeah,
it'd be having me like, I'd be like, yo, papi, like.
Yo, you funny.
Yo,
don't say papi.
Yeah,
rice and beans.
No, rice and beans.
Yeah.
Just rice.
Listen, come to the Bronx. We'll get you right.
I got you. You're right. But, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Because I know that you saying that it molded you into the person who you are today. Who do you feel you are today?
I feel like
Savannah? Are you Hannah?
Yes, I'm Savannah Hannah today. I'm a strong Black woman that is sitting here before you. I've been through a lot of different things, but I know that I'm on my correct path. I can feel it in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a big, crazy journey for me with like music, and it's just I do a lot. I'm all over the place, but in a good way though. I make it happen. Yeah.
That's great. So tell us some more about your music. What inspires you? Who inspires you?
Who inspires me? I would definitely say what inspires me more is my family. Like, my family is what really inspires me to create. And I don't know if that sounds crazy, but like, it's just it's what inspires me more than who inspires me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a visual artist. I like to, if the sky is pretty one night and it's pink outside and the sunset is rolling in, I want to write. You know what I'm saying? I want to create. I want to get in the booth. I want to do some music. So it's more of, I'm more of like scenic. I like that type of stuff. And that's what really makes the pen push. You feel me?
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
what
that
you're
makes
trying to
the
say.
pen go to work, you know? So that's how it is with me for the most
Yeah,
part.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really I'll be real, I've never heard that. And
Really?
I'm from a town where everyone thinks they're artists.
Yeah, I
Like,
know New York City for sure.
not even just New, like just where I'm.
Oh, you mean
I,
just
I won't even throw it. Let's just say everyone thinks they're artists. There's some
yeah.
that are really good. I do
Mhm.
admit there are a lot that is like, hey, I think you should stuck with basketball.
So let me ask you, what makes an artist seem to not really be a good artist, even though they think that they are?
When they can't adapt. Like
Ooh,
some
that was
artists
deep.
they can't take criticism. They expect you to tell them what they want to. They want you to tell them what they want to hear compared to what they need to hear.
Kids need to know this. You hear what he just said? That's some real stuff right there. I wanted to see where your mind was at just now with that. Cause
you know, I've learned that like you see like artists like Lil Uzi and Drake. Like Lil Uzi started off making an anthem. It was popular, but it was like all of Philly does that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, got you.
Times. That's why a lot of times is like the greats is like Jay-Z and Nas and Eminem. You see Eminem's album just came out and he adjusted. Eminem used to just straight battle rap.
Right.
They went from battle rap to rap down beats.
So he was able to adjust with what's going on.
Same thing with Jay-Z, Kanye. That's why they tell like a lot of the greats are the ones who can adapt to anything.
Okay. I like
You know what I'm
that.
trying to say?
I agree with that. You do have to be able to adapt. But that's a life lesson.
Yeah.
You want to be able to adapt in life because I feel like with the waves of the ocean, they always change, right? So you don't want to try to stay in one direction when it's going to go this way at some point. You have to be able to swim.
And again, like you said, you do music and your inspiration is really like visual aesthetics.
Yes. So
besides visual aesthetics, like when you were younger, what really like clicked in your mind? At what age clicked? It was like, wow, this is a talent I have, and this is something I want to pursue.
So I didn't always know I was gonna do music. I'm into beauty.
I see it.
So I really, from when I was a younger girl, I was the girl who loved like dipping and dabbling in makeup and taking my mommy's lipstick. And that was more of what I did with my life from when I was little. I'll be real. But my dad, he raps. So I always knew how to freestyle. And I used to do it while doing makeup, while doing hair. And I grew up doing it even in school. And my friends would be like, yo, you know when you rap at lunch with your friends and you dissing your friends, but like, they was like, oh, Savannah, that was actually good though, yo. Right. You could spit. I'm like, that was something like, you know, whatever. So then there was this point in my life where, and I've always wrote, so I'm a writer first. Diary entries. I was the one that had a diary that talked about the whole family. Don't find my diary because you never speak to me again. That's what I did growing up. So I always was a great writer. Mm-hmm. I could tell a story. That was my thing. It was easy to do music. I had lost my mom, and when I lost my mom at 19, that's when I wanted to scream, and I wanted to scream into something because I needed to. And I had this friend who gave me an opportunity to get in the studio, but it wasn't something that I technically like looked for. It just came in my path. And like when I finally felt what it was like to scream and it not sound crazy, but good, that's when it was like, I want to do this more. And it was already there. I had it already, but like that activated it, unfortunately, because that sucks. You know, you don't want to lose people and then finally, but you know, whatever God had planned for me, you know, I'm here now, right? I'm little kids want to know. Come on, yo, stop playing. It worked out.
That's real. Like, I get what you mean about like some things is like, sometimes things just come your way and it's like it'd be bad for the good to come. You said you ate that. We need to put that. Let's put that in writing right there. Yeah. But did that. So I totally get that, and that's why I that hit a lot because like even with like I lost some people And I was like, damn, like, do I still want to do this?
That's right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Is this really for me? What do I really want to do?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, at some point, I had to hit, like, oh, maybe if I, like, some things just had to come my way.
Yeah.
And it was just like by faith.
There you go. And that's exactly what it is. It just falls into your lap sometimes.
Right.
And you shouldn't abandon that when that happens.
Right. It may come the hard way, but it came the hard way, but it came the right way.
Yo, you tearing it up right now. You are tearing it up.
Clocking that T. I told him I was gonna clock that T.
Clock that T.
So, this has been great so far. And one question that we always ask our guests, and I really want to know, because you've been here the whole time.
Right.
You seem excited.
Yeah. Oh no, I know the show.
Why should kids want to know about you?
That's the favorite. Why should kids want to know about me? Okay. First of all, kids, I want y'all to know about yourself. Okay. I'm a regular person, just like you. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, kids should know about me because I want you to know about you. Why should kids want to know about you? You know what I'm saying? Be that example. Be humble and know who you are, but allow yourself to learn who you are. Because life is about learning constantly. And even when you think you know who you are, you think you have the answers, you don't. So what kids should know about me is I want them to know about them. That's what I'm going to say. So if I got any homework to tell the kids, I want you to take some time for yourself and learn yourself. Know what is your no and know what is your yes. What do you like, what you don't like. And just know that you're special. And you don't have to look like the girl sitting next to you or the guy. You don't have to dress like the guy sitting next to you. You understand? Everyone has their own problems. And just because you don't see it off the first look don't mean it ain't there. So you be like, girl, I want to look like Ryan. I want them sneakers Ryan. You know how Ryan got them sneakers. Oh, I want to look like Alyssa. Alyssa don't probably want to look like Alyssa. You never know. So just learn yourself. And that will be what I'm going to say. That's how I truly feel.
I think that's the most humble answer we've gotten from that question. I think we should give a round of applause. And you've really been dancing around, and one thing I feel like we should touch upon is really your music. Tell us about more. We want to go more into your music. Like, tell us about some of your tracks. Like, has any of your tracks hit home and it was like hard to write? It took you like maybe a few hours, a few days?
Yeah, I feel like any track that is about life, I'm gonna hesitate with, because I'm actually really good at making, like, I would say bangers more for people, but when it comes to storytelling and really going deep, that's where I'm a runner. I don't like to write about stuff that make me sad, but that's always the best stuff, You're right. Supposed to bleed. You take your pen and you bleed with that. You write and you be vulnerable. You talk about all the stuff that it's tough to talk about. And if it's tough to talk about, then you make it hard to understand, and those who get it will get it. So I feel like with the music, ultimately, it's easy to create for people. And for me, it's actually harder to create for myself. That's where like I said, I'm running. I don't like to feel vulnerable.
I get that.
Yeah. But you have to, though,
because that's the most relatable.
Right.
The vulnerable, like people like X, Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, those like 3 alone.
They're great.
They're great at being vulnerable.
That's right.
Because it's the most relatable.
That's right.
If you really think about it, like, someone told me this the other day, and it really changed, like, my perspective. Because I'm not a real Mac Miller guy. I listened to Juice WRLD and X, but I wasn't really too much of a fan. But they said, like, it really brought out people more.
Yeah.
It made them more comfortable with themselves. Because next thing you know, you see the person next to you, you think he's like the coolest guy in school. In reality, he might be going through something at home.
Yeah. So they made that music that the uncool people, which is mostly everybody, because we ain't as cool as we think we are, can relate to. And that's how you get a core audience right there. It's a difference. You can make bangers and have everybody that knows your song. But to get those fans that chase you down when you don't feel like dropping music, you have to be deep. And you have to be uncool sometimes, So that's my goal. I want to be more uncool.
More just... Now I'm cool because you're always going to be cool.
Yeah.
But more unique.
More unique. There we go. Yeah. But y'all make sure y'all check out my music, though. I got some bangers. I got something for everybody.
Where can we find you?
Savannah Hannah. I'm on every streaming platform. I want everything. You know what I'm saying? Independent artist. I'm doing this by my dolly. So y'all go check me out. YouTube. I got something for everybody, you know? You sad, there's something there. If you happy, there's something there. If you mad, there's something there. Not to say that.
And one more question. Do you have any inspiring words for kids out there?
Yeah, like I said, kids, just keep on, take a break from your phones. Put your phones down. Okay, I'm going to say what your mother wants to say. Put your phone down, which she probably says a lot, and exist in this beautiful, beautiful world that we do live in, because it is very beautiful if you just look up. You know, there's the sky, the sun, you know, and just stay connected, get connected with God, take a second, and just really exist in here. Because sometimes you get lost in here, right? But you can be anybody in here. And when you get off of your phone, this is who you really are. And you have to learn how to exist with that. Kids, especially, because this generation now, iPad, phone, game. It's like, it's a bobo, you know? That's what my woman calls it, a bobo. It's like you have literally a pacifier all the time. You need to put it down and exist in the world. That's what I would say.
You know, I'm sad to say that is my generation. I'm not like that. I like to be outside a lot.
Good.
And I want to add on to what you said. Another thing to add on is always try to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I love that.
I learned that in sports. I learned that in photography, hosting, interviewing, and life. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And you know what? We're going to end on that note. I thank you for being here. This was dope.
Man.
You know, Bronson BK, we came together.
I thought you almost do it for X one time.
Nah.
No?
I can't do that.
That
was too far. That was too far. You know you had me, and then you just lost.
Oh, man. All of that progress.
Now you're back on your dope.
All right, man.
But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. It's been great. Some dope interviews. Thank you, Savannah, again.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you guys check her out. I'm Cecile from Kidswanttoknow, and we're out. Peace.
What? Am I good? Let me take off my mic.
Everything they said I wouldn't acquire inspired every wire that I had inside me to fire up. Please believe me, I make the struggle look easy. I'm rolling with always a soldier. Tell them it's up and they squeeze and call a beast I put on for the BX for sure. And I ain't sliding to the spot unless a check in the drawer. You was not tricking me, I've been officially trained by the army, you know. I ain't too militant, vigilant, efficient, I'm really you foe. I stand straight when you fold, I stay paid and you don't. I get 8 off the bone, set us up like a drum. The flow's immaculate, it's accurate, I'm taking it home. If you ain't jacking it, just come and take a look at my throne. Like my grind is so gracious, house is so spacious, making George drop, call a doctor for a facelift. I was so patient, you were so blatant, when you looked me in the eyes and said I'll never make it. You ain't my homie, you out. If you see her, then you see me, that's a guarantee. She getting the problem, y'all ain't fighting unless you passing me. I'ma hold my best friend down, I ain't capping G. Secrets in the box and she the one that got the master key. Masterpieces when we hitting the block. Me and Bestie copping flights, summer spent on the dock. We about a profit, we invested in stocks. No, we finna throw them dollars if we hit any spot. Cause that's my best friend, and she always keep it real, she ain't no yes man. We ain't never do the hating, we progressing. I thank God for my bestie, she's a blessing. She complete me like a salad with a dressing. When she see I'm feeling down, she gon' step in. And we always hit the gym, we get our steps in. That's my best friend, she my motivation. She's a part of everything that I'm creating. You my op, you her op too. Everything we do is big, it's obtuse. Playing with you haters, duck, duck, goose. We ain't never scared like we gon' duck who. We gon' flex, but you knew that. Bitch, these souls tied like a do-rag. Probably match our nails with our new bags. Every time we slide, they like, who that?
Hey, it's me again. I told you I would make my way to stardom, but you ain't wanna take me serious. Postpartum. Instead, they choose to be the pest that wander in your garden. A Spartan going stupid on the mic. I beg your pardon. Don't never try to step up 3 against me. I'm known to touch to go extra hard like Chris Breeze. You think you slime me, but I'm clocking every sneeze. Try to stop me if you please. I'm already on that PJ. Different, the golden child. I'm a dissident. hardest working. Is you listening? Now you witnessing how I wash and then condition them. Funny looking coochie, only thing about her interesting. Money tripling, my folks committed to commissioning. Hoes ain't spitting bars no more, they zany dwindling. You ain't on the charts no more, my socks is infinite. Mental on, I'm in for this, the work ethic on immigrant. Ripping the beats,